General Hospital news has been dominated by one massive question lately, and that question is all about Steve Burton and his status as Jason Morgan. The rumors have been flying fast and furious, rumors suggesting that his time in Port Charles might be over for good. But that doesn't seem to be the complete truth. And also, it's nothing but the truth, in some weird, twisted way. Keep reading below for everything you need to know about this whole mess. So let's just break this down for a second. As many fans can recall, Steve announced earlier this year that he was pulling back from his duties at General Hospital. He said he needed to spend more time with his wife, Michelle Lundstrom, and their family at home. Earlier in February, Steve literally posted, "Hey everyone, I wanted to share that I'll be taking a short break from General Hospital. I'm newly married and looking forward to spending some quality time with my family. I'm grateful for all the support and will be back this summer." He said it twice, basically. "I'm newly married and looking forward to spending some quality time with my family. I'm grateful for all the support and will be back this summer." And while the actor did state that he would be coming back sometime during the summer, he didn't specify exactly when. Like, what does summer even mean in soap time? July? August? September? This vagueness has made a lot of fans wonder if Steve is holding out in the hopes that he can negotiate his contract for better pay. Or if something else might be going on behind the scenes entirely. Contract negotiations are always tricky, always messy, and honestly, Steve Burton has a lot of leverage. He always has. But maybe I'm reading too much into the money side of things. Okay, that sounded a bit cynical, but you get what I mean. When an actor leaves vaguely, it's usually about money or burnout. What's really going on with Steve Burton? And while it's been reported that Steve will return to the daytime television show sometime during the summer, a lot of fans are unsure if that's going to happen at all. That's because it seems like both Steve and Michelle have a new project that they are working on together. It's not just a vacation, it's a whole new lifestyle pivot. In addition to his acting, Steve is also a fitness and lifestyle coach, and that's a role that he takes very, very seriously. In fact, a week doesn't go by that he's not trying to encourage his fans to join his program. He is constantly posting about it. Constantly. However, a lot of General Hospital fans believe that Steve isn't just taking a break from the soap. There's also a good, solid chance that this might be part of his soft exit. A soft exit. You know what that is. It's when they say they're coming back, but they just don't. Or they come back for 2 episodes and then vanish again, as he might be looking to step away from the daytime television world altogether. And can we blame him? He's been doing this forever. Forever and ever. He already went through a nightmare divorce with his ex-wife, Cherie Gustin. Now he has this new life with Michelle. They've been married for a year, and he wants to protect that. He wants to avoid another nightmare divorce. He wants to be home. Let's look at how they actually wrote him off the canvas, because the on-screen exit was wild. Absolutely wild. Jason has been planning a getaway for him and Britt Westbourne for weeks now. The whole idea was to get Britt out from under the thumbs of Jen Sidwell and Ross Cullum, because those two have been coercing her to research Caesar Faison's cold fusion final project. It's been a nightmare for Britt, a total nightmare, and Jason was her way out. They were supposed to go to Canada. They had a plan. They had a whole escape route mapped out to reverse engineer her Huntington's disease meds. But then things went very, very wrong. Marco Rios was able to score Britt's Huntington's disease meds from the safe at Windermere. Marco actually did it. He got the vials. But Cullum caught on to Sidwell's son's betrayal. And Cullum unalived the lawyer while he was working at the offices of Miller and Davis. Just stabbed him. Left him bleeding out for Alexis Davis to find. It was brutal. So brutal. And then Cullum followed Britt to Pier 55 where she was supposed to meet Jason. And that pier scene, wow, just wow. Cullum demanded she give the vials back. He got into a physical altercation with Britt, smashed the vials, smashed her only hope. And it resulted in her getting knocked out after her head hit a storage box. Jason quickly entered the picture and began battling it out with Cullum. Cullum had a gun. The gun got knocked out of Cullum's hand, but the WSB director had an iron rod. He was about to strike Jason with it. He was going to kill Jason right there on the pier. And then Rocco Falconeri stepped in. Rocco, Dante, and Lulu's kid. Rocco had been lingering behind a wall during the entire thing. He was spying on Britt, and when he had the opportunity, he grabbed the gun and shot Cullum in the back. He shot him right in the back before the double agent could strike Jason in the head. Rocco saved Jason's life. He saved Britt's life, but he ruined his own. A teenager shooting a WSB director. The federal charges would be insane. Insane. Everything happened very quickly after that. Nathan West arrived at the pier, and Nathan only needed a mere glance to deduce what was going to happen next. Jason was going to take the fall. Jason Morgan always takes the fall. Always. He took the fall for Cullum's shooting to avoid any repercussions that could land on Rocco's plate. Rocco was taken to his mom, Lulu Spencer's home, and Jason was hauled to the PCPD by Dante Falconeri. Dante, the kid's own father. Dante arrested Jason, completely unaware that his own son pulled the trigger. It's tragic. It really is. After some grilling by Dante, Jack Brennan and some other WSB agents arrived at the station. They claimed they were extraditing Jason to an unknown location where he would await trial for Cullum's shooting, a WSB black site. Brennan, along with Valentine Cassadine while talking to Carly during another scene, mentioned that Jason would probably never be seen by his loved ones again. Never be seen again. That is heavy. That is the kind of dialogue they use when an actor might not come back. It really makes you wonder about the soft exit rumors. But fans know better, right? Or do we? The show says Burton will likely return sometime in July, so GH viewers shouldn't worry too much about Jason's fate, especially since Valentine agreed to help Carly prove Cullum's double agent status to help exonerate him. Valentine is hiding in Carly's attic right now. They are plotting. Valentine has connections in Switzerland. He promised Carly he would help Jason, because Jason matters to Carly, so he matters to Valentine. It's a weird dynamic, but it works. Still, that emotional exit scene. An emotional Jason left PC via a WSB transport van at the close of the episode, and Danny Morgan cried while his father drove away. Danny crying. That kid has been through so much. Jason had just told Danny he was leaving town. He asked Danny how he felt about living with Alexis Davis. Danny was heartbroken, and now Danny doesn't even believe Jason shot Cullum. Danny told Charlotte Cassadine on the footbridge that he thinks Jason is covering for someone. Danny is smart. Too smart. He and Charlotte are going to snoop around and they might just uncover Rocco's secret. And what about Britt? Britt is left completely devastated. She was supposed to leave with Jason. Now Jason is in a WSB black hole. Her meds are smashed. Marco is dead. Lucas is grieving. She slapped Brad Cooper across the face because he offended her, but then she realized Jason is obviously protecting someone. She asked Brad to help her investigate. Britt is frantic. She shouted in the hospital that she was seeing Jason one way or another. But she was too late. He's gone. So where does this leave the show, and where does this leave Steve Burton? If he is really focusing on his fitness coaching with Michelle Lundstrom, can he balance that with a soap schedule? Soaps are demanding. You film multiple episodes a day. You memorize pages and pages of dialogue. It's a grind, a total grind. And if he's finding success and happiness building a brand with his new wife, maybe he doesn't want to come back to the grind. Maybe he just wants to be a fitness guru. I mean, let's be real. Steve has left before. He left for a long time. He went to The Young and the Restless. He came back. He left again over the vaccine mandate. He went to Days of Our Lives. He came back. He is the boomerang of daytime television. But this time feels a little different. He's newly married. He's older. He has this whole other business model that he's promoting heavily. The fitness coaching isn't just a side hustle. It seems like his main focus right now. And the writers have set up a perfect out for him. The WSB extradition. It's open-ended. He could be in that black site for 3 months. He could be there for 3 years. They don't have to explain his absence on screen every single week. He's just in custody. It's a very clean way to write a character off while leaving the door propped open just a tiny bit, just in case the fitness thing doesn't work out. Or just in case the contract negotiations finally go his way. But what if he doesn't come back? What happens to the canvas? Carly is already losing her mind. She lashed out at Jack Brennan. She yelled at Valentine. She is refusing to accept that Jason is gone. Sonny is trying to figure out how to handle the Sidwell threat without his right-hand man. Sonny even made a promise to Jason before he left. A promise to handle things. And now Sonny is being interrogated by ADA Justine Turner, who knows Jason didn't shoot Cullum. The whole town is feeling the ripple effects of Jason's absence. And then there's the Rocco element. Rocco is carrying this massive, crushing guilt He shot a man. He let Jason take the fall. Lulu knows the truth now. Nathan West knows the truth. They are covering it up. They are lying to Dante. That is a ticking time bomb. A massive, explosive, ticking time bomb. When Dante finds out that his son is a shooter, and his ex-wife and his best friend lied to him about it, oh man, the fallout is going to be nuclear. Absolutely nuclear. So yeah, maybe Steve Burton is just taking a summer break. Maybe he'll be back in July, tanned and rested, ready to put on the black t-shirt and leather jacket again, ready to shoot some bad guys and stare blankly at people. But maybe, just maybe, this soft exit is a real exit. Maybe Michelle Lundstrom and the fitness coaching business are his future now. We just have to wait and see. Wait and see. It's frustrating. It's honestly so frustrating being a soap fan sometimes. You invest years into these characters, and then they just vanish in a WSB van. But that's the nature of the beast, isn't it? Actors have lives. They have new marriages. They want to avoid nightmare divorces. They want to build businesses. We can't fault Steve for wanting to be happy, but we can definitely complain about how messy the storyline is right now. I mean, Cullum is awake in the ICU. Jocelyn almost killed him. Lucas is saving the life of the man who murdered his boyfriend. It's chaos. Pure, unadulterated soap opera chaos. And I'll be here, watching it all unfold, typing away, trying to make sense of the madness. Hoping that Jason Morgan rides back into Port Charles on his motorcycle someday, but preparing myself for the very real possibility that Steve Burton has officially moved on. We'll keep our eyes on his social media. We'll see if the fitness posts keep outnumbering the acting posts. That will be the real tell. That will be the clue we need. Until then, we just have to watch the fallout in Port Charles and hope the writers know what they are doing. Because right now, it feels like everything is hanging by a thread. A very, very thin thread.